and this is my associate, CMC. Subscribe to her channel and she'll make more videos.
Anyway, we're going to talk about our movie experience about Pacific Rim, where we're going to review it today. Let me just say first off, that was like one of the best epic summer movies I've ever seen in a really, really long time. I mean, how could you not go to a movie where a giant robot uses a boat as a baseball bat to knock the crap out of a monster?
Eclipse! Come on! Let's do this!
Like a boss! I mean, who would not want to go see that? I mean, that's what really made me go, was all the battles and everything. I mean, in between parts, yeah, they were okay. I mean, there's a lot of cliches in it, but I still really enjoyed it. And Charlie Hunnam and Mako was, I guess you could say that she was an okay actress for a first timer. Alright, Chance, what did you think about it?
Yeah, it was a great movie, but I have one complaint. They killed off my favorite character
And
in the first battle. Crimson Typhoon, the three-armed robot Chinese guy.
There's the Chinese Jaeger, run by the Ways, the triplets.
I think that would be really visually exciting to see these three people piloting one of these Jaegers.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. I mean, the first battle, you got to see, you got to see the Russian one in action for the first time, which was Cherno Alpha team, and then you got to see Crimson Typhoon for the first time, which was the Chinese team, where the triplets were operating it. Yeah, I didn't like how they did that, how they, like in the first battle, they killed off the first two that we ever seen. I mean, I think they should have, died a little later. I mean, yeah, one of them's going to end up getting crushed, and I saw that, and we even saw that in the trailer, so I don't know why they did that. That was kind of a little, moment where, punch in the face moment, I guess you could say. Alright, but the other negative I was going to say was that, everybody died in this movie. And yes, there are spoilers in this, that a lot of people died in the movie, but we'll get to that later on. But what I really want to talk about, what I really liked about this movie, was the visuals. Like, all the cinematics were really awesome. Like, I really liked the way it looked, and all the kaiju, they had, glowing parts on them. There was one with, like, this freaking tongue that was glowing, spitting out on people. And that was really cool, but of course, Gypsy Danger yanked it out of its mouth, which was really cool. Alright, but after all that, we're going to talk about, the Jaegers and, where they came from. Okay, what was your favorite one, the Crimson one?
Yeah, Crimson Typhoon.
Yeah, why did you like that one?
Mainly because of the chainsaws and its three arms. I don't know how it didn't last longer. I mean, it had three mines.
Yeah, it had three, and that's gotta be complicated.
That should have made it more smart, and plus the extra arm.
Yeah.
Sure, it doesn't do much damage, but super fast.
Of course, everybody's favorite Jaeger, and mine included, was the Gypsy Danger, the American one, and of course Darker Eureka, which was the Australian one. But besides those two, I think I really like the Russian one. I mean, I really like the feel of it. It was like, like this really big tank that's walking around everywhere, and it had fire coming out of its head, I think. I don't know. And then it's like this really big army grade tank. But
ready to activate the Jaeger in 3, 2, 1.
The Russians control the Jaeger called Cherno Alpha. It looks like a big tank. It's incredibly powerful.
I didn't like how that one got killed so quickly, and I actually kind of like the team too. They look pretty cool. But we're going to talk about the Jaegers first. Okay. The term Jaeger is German for hunter, and then kaiju is the term for, like, giant monster. I think that is it. But there was a lot of kaiju in this movie, and apparently there was a crack in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
But it came from deep beneath the Pacific.
There was a portal between our two dimensions, and they came out, and we eventually find out in the movie that they're getting ordered to do this, and that they're actually coming up here to destroy us, on purpose. And there's actually a really weird twist in the movie about why they do that, but we're not going to share it in the video. You're going to have to go watch this movie yourself. And that's another thing. You watch this movie in the theaters, because you're never going to experience it the same way if you go home and wait for it to come out. You gotta go watch it in the theaters. I mean, we watched it in 3D, which, you know, I wouldn't mind going watching it in 2D, which we are maybe tomorrow. I think it'll be really cool.
So good.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it again because I can't stop watching this movie. It's really cool. All right, about the Jaegers. Like, what was your favorite part about them?
I think I already mentioned it, the chainsaw arms.
Yeah, but like anything else besides Crimson Typhoon? Because do you know what I didn't like?
The rocket chest. Rocket chest.
Yeah, the rocket chest on Chevy Eureka. That was pretty cool. I really liked that one. But what I didn't like about, there was this chain sword on Gypsy Danger, which they didn't show until, like, you know, toward the end.
2,500 tons of awesome.
Which I don't get because apparently
There's a little bit in the middle of the movie. Just a tiny bit.
yeah, the one like in between battles.
Yeah.
But what I didn't like is that, oh, they saw this shiny little button and then they pressed the sword and then they got it out. But I mean, this movie was epic. It was so great. If I was in that movie theater alone, all by myself, I'll be jumping around, going down the roads, screaming my freaking head off because it was just that awesome. If you're there to go watch, you know, monsters versus, you know, robots.
I'm bringing the fight to them! You can finish this!
That's what you're gonna see in this movie. But yeah, Gypsy Danger was really, really cool, and he was like, you know, the special Jaeger, you know, sort of like hero Jaeger, you know, the American one.
Gypsy Danger is the very special Jaeger. That's the sort of hero Jaeger.
You know, Gypsy Danger, we wanted very much to feel like a classical gunslinger.
And, you know, that was just really cool. But Team Gypsy Danger was the main actor, Charlie Hunnam, Raleigh Beckett, I think his name was in the movie. And then it was Mako, Chinese girl. I think that's her name.
What was your favorite part of the movie?
Favorite part? Yeah, but I really like the part where, actually, this is what happened. Russia and Crimson, they were both, you know, out in the ocean, and they were both getting in trouble because there's two kaiju that they're fighting, so, you know, they kind of needed help. While Striker Eureka was, you know, standing back with this sort of bomb thing. I have no idea. And then they decided to go rescue them, and that's when the Russian one died and drowned or whatever. And then that's when Gypsy Danger had to step in and actually help. And the kaiju was Winged Fury, where it spread out its wings. And everything, blowing tongue. Oh my god, that was so nasty. But I think that was like one of my favorite parts from Gypsy Danger, you know, was just kicking the crap out of all these kaiju.
Right, Mako. Get ready. This is for real. Now!
During that part, but there's this one part which was really, you know, not cheesy, but just, you know, why the heck did they do that? It was the part when, you know, remember how Winged Fury, you know, was, you know, kind of came out of nowhere and just, you know, punched him into a building?
That are at our door!
Okay, well, he came out of nowhere, punched him in the building, Gypsy Danger turned around, and he punched him, completely missed, went through the building, and then it was like all these offices or something, so he kept on going and going, and psh, he hit like this little, like, Gucci ball set, and it just went ting, ting, ting. It just went back and forth.
Yeah, because it barely even touched it.
And then it just went, you know, back and forth. I was expecting like a guy like curled up in the corner where it barely hit him. That would have been more entertaining, more funny. But yeah, I think that was a little nice touch that they did, I guess. Alright, come on, what was it?
Okay, it was definitely the part where you learn, like, I don't know if where the scientist goes into the kaiju's mind. Like that little, I'm not going to talk about the twist that it had, but you'll see in the movie what I'm talking about, where he goes into the kaiju's minds and learns how and what their plant was made of. But while he was in the brain, there was like a little twist. So you
that
watch
was
the movie
cool.
now. Get out of this video right now and watch the movie.
Anyway, the mad scientists. Those were like, you know, they annoyed me a little bit, but you know, they're kind of, I guess you say, they're funny too. I'm glad they were in the movie, I guess, as well. Charlie Day was kind of funny, but there are some moments where, you know, like, why is he in that scene? You know, I don't get it, whatever. But basically what's so, like, you know, retarded, what I thought was kind of cool at the same time was that, well, first off, before I begin with that, I don't like how everybody's complaining about the drift in Pacific Rim.
Two bodies to be able to act as one, they need to share memories, instincts, or fighting styles, and be able to become essentially one. You're fused with the machine.
You know, where the two pilots meld their memories together so they can actually, you know, move at the same time.
I think that was a pretty cool feature.
Yeah, that's what I liked about it. I mean, I think that was kind of different. And other people were like, why is there two pilots? Why isn't there just one? Well, they have a reason.
This one.
Yeah, they have a reason, but I don't think it would be as fun with just one person operating it, because that would be kind of boring.
Yeah, and plus you're more smart with two brains.
I guess you could
Makes
say that too.
sense.
But the reason why is that, okay, I'm not a science person, but if there's only one person operating this giant thing, there's too much radiation going on it, you know, kind of messes you up. But there's two pilots, right hemisphere, left hemisphere. Alright, let's just say I'm the right hemisphere pilot. I'm going to be cooking pancakes. You're the left hemisphere. What are you going to be doing? Whatever. Yeah, I mean, exactly. But anyway, they meld their memories together, you know, they bond. And the two co-pilots, they have to be, you know, drift compatible, which means they can't just be two random strangers. They have to have, you know, some connection, some memories, or whatever. You know, we're going to talk about the beginning of the movie, which that was just, you know, action, action, action was.
Today we face the monsters that are at our door. Today we are canceling the apocalypse.
That was really cool. And they went out to Alaska. Now, what was your favorite part about that? Because that was pretty cool.
I kind of liked it when he was walking to the Antarctica, and he just falls over next to these like to a father and a son.
I mean, yeah, you're walking on the snow beach, and then you're like.
They counted on the humans to hide, to fail. They never considered we would rise to the challenge.
There's like this giant robot that's, you know, falling apart. It just lands right next to you. I mean,
I'm surprised
that's pretty cool.
I'm surprised I didn't get this.
I really liked it. All the kaiju, they looked amazing. The director, Guillermo del Toro, did a really good job. I liked all the actors, basically. Charlie Day.
The game was pretty good.
We have the game. You can go get the game. It would be cool to make cartoons, more video games, more movies, like action figures, and all
There
that.
are action figures.
Yeah, I've seen those actually. Those look pretty cool, but you don't go to this movie and try to figure it out, okay? You enjoy it. Anyway, if you like this video, like it, comment below. I want to see what y'all opinions are, if y'all liked it or not. What would you rate this movie out of 5 stars?
I'd rate this 5 giant robots out of 5.
Very good. Okay.
What would you rate this movie out of 5 stars?
I would rate it 4.5 kaiju out of 5 kaijus. I think that's what it deserves. It's pretty awesome.